Oh, hello. Mm.
Faith of the First Order, what up, G? How we doing? We out here. Are you celebrating New Year's Eve right now? Are we partying or are we just chilling at home, being lame like me? One person in here, is that it? Faith of the First Order. 9 people in here. Wow, okay, let's go. Happy New Year from Wichita. Eating Medis as we speak. Bro, what? Dude, I had Medis tonight. You gotta be kidding me. I literally had Medis tonight. What, sweetie? And we got 9 people in here. I can't show my daughter on here. Just cuddle right here, but can't go on the screen. I have my daughter with me. She's scared. HHS should be here soon. Bring them on. Web Productions 28. Are you in? I can't believe you had Medis in Wichita. I took my daughter there. That's just messed up, dude. I can't believe that. What's up, Daxter? How we doing? Medis is a Mediterranean restaurant in Wichita. Wichita. Okay, be quiet and just sit down. Guys, talk to me. Hardly any fireworks going off outside. Usually sounds like a gun range outside on New Year's Eve. I know, right? What's going on? I don't hear any either. Just wait. I don't know what time zone you're in. I'm in Central, but if you're in, just wait till, like 10, 11 a.m., p.m. rather. Terry, good to see ya. Happy New Year. You used to work there. Wow. Medis is pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I love Medis. So yeah, I might as well tell you guys. Some dude on Twitter X made a Google Doc form list or whatever, where you can vote. I forget what that's called. I think Google Form, right? And you can vote on the worst and best content creators, like Catholic content creators on YouTube. And I made the list for worst content creators. But I didn't make the list for best, only worst. So they can vote for me for worst, but not for best. Oh gosh. Who is the list creator? I don't know. Some dude on Twitter. Some random guy. I don't even know who he is. But actually I take pride in that. You know what I mean? If they hate you, know that they hated me first. Right? I'll be persecuted. No, it wasn't Michael. No, it wasn't him. But you know what? I think some things are coming to light and people are getting exposed. I know that sounds like conspiratorial and kind of drama-like, but I'm not kidding. People, seriously, all the baloney for the past year of 2025 in the content creator world of Catholicism on YouTube, people are starting to realize who is fake, who is, not in their right reason, those who are duplicitous and, backbiting and all that stuff. But Math Adam, what up, son? We love Math Adam. Math Adam, you still want a free membership or what? You saw that HHS says you are running from a debate that you never accepted. What? Dude, I don't even know if I can talk about that or talk to him. I said I'm open to it, and then what did he say? Oh, yeah, all right, here's my email, looking forward to the debate, and I'm just like, "Bro, I said I'm open to it." And then I kept getting notifications from his from his, from where I said I'm open to it, and people responding to my comment. I'm like, so I just deleted the comment. I was so annoyed. But yeah, dude, like, no offense. This is how it works. You want to know how it works, guys? And I'm not trying to be patronizing or belittling. Because, hey, honestly, like, from what I know, these are nice dudes. They are. They're nice guys. There's, I have nothing against them. But they're very, very, like, low level. I'm not talking like knowledge, intellect wise, but very small platforms. And they're just reaching for clout or exposure. You know what I mean? Like, they really are. And so they come across the channel and, they want to debate. They want to, like, get known and all this stuff. And it's like, it doesn't seem very genuine. Like, why do you want to debate me? Why? You don't know me. You don't even know, what I'm knowledgeable about, what I'm good at, all this stuff. You just want to debate me. Yeah, seriously. They're just looking for attention. They run these like 50-hour live streams and just yap like a. No offense to women, we love women, but they just yap like a female sewing circle for like 50 hours straight. Guys, let's not talk about it. It's not even worth talking about. It's really sad. It's really low tier. Did the platypus make the list? You better have. Dr. Doombot, what up, son? Shh. I'm working. Am I working, guys? Dr. Doombot. We love Dr. Doombot. Apostolic Apocalypse. That's a pretty sweet name. What up, my friend? Happy New Year. Remember to go to Mass tomorrow, or if you haven't gone tonight. I went tonight, and oh my gosh. Max capacity. There's like 2,000 people that went to Mass tonight. It's crazy. Who else was on the list? Okay, so I'm going off memory here. So the worst content creator that you could vote for. So I was on there, Trent Horn, Lila Rose, Voice of Reason, Matt Walsh, Matt Frad. Yeah, it was really bizarre how I made that list because I don't really consider myself on their level. You know what I mean? Like, what is this? But then they had another list you could vote for of the best, and Trent Horn was on that one. Joe Heschmeyer was on that one. Christian Wagner was on that one. I'm trying to think of some others. I really can't remember. But I wasn't on that one, so you can't vote for me for the best content creator, but you can vote for me as the worst. But hey, that's fine. Yeah. Infighting. Yeah, there's a lot of infighting going on. I've been crowned the #1 greatest commenter. What an honor. That's awesome. Who made those lists? Yeah, I don't know. Some dude behind a Twitter handle and an avatar made it. Just saying. I don't know. I'm not judging it, but so I'll try to find it and send you guys the link of so you can vote for me for the worst content creator. That'd be nice. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm doing something right if people are voting me for the worst content creator. Santa Claus made them. Yeah, the naughty list. I'm on the naughty list, unfortunately. Double tap to like, sure. Oh, this is super chill stream, guys. I didn't do the thumbnail. I'm not on my laptop in my office. I'm on my phone going live, just hanging out, just saying hi. Hope everyone's doing well. Pro-life choice. Yes, you were on the list twice, actually. Twice. Worst content creator. People love drama, though. And again, I know this sounds denigrating to women, but I'm just saying, like, these are dudes. These are dudes. They get into these groups, right? Of like 3 or 4, they go online, they all do it together in sewing circle style, fashion, whatever. And they make up these lists. It's like, it's just pure, it's just, and like us guys who don't act like this, we're the ones that are called females, effeminate, blah, 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 blah. It's pure projection. Anyways, who pro-life choice is? Huh? As a new convert who still remains a bit skeptical, the constant bickering between Catholics and Orthodox online demeans both parties and discredits Christianity in the eyes of the world. Yeah, it's sad. Um, I don't get me wrong. Like this bickering and this fighting has been going on in real life. I mean, just think about like Ireland. Think about the Crusades. Think about the Islamic imperialistic conquests, all that, whatever. But gosh, this whole online bickering, it seems so superficial. You know what I mean? And depersonalized. At least in real life, you could throw a punch. But, um, dude, is that unapologetics from Twitter? Eat Living Bread? Where have you been, bro? I haven't seen you in months. What is going on, man? I love when Mass is packed for some reason. Yeah, me too. What up, boy? Oh, just kicking it, waiting for the ball to drop. Let my hair down. Get jiggy with it. I had no idea you had a daughter. I have 3 daughters, and one of them's on the couch coughing on me. Stop. And I have a boy coming in February. Pendragon, no, this is my second stream. This is my second stream today. And the first one was members only. So that doesn't count. It doesn't count. People wanted me to go live for like New Year's night, like for when the clock strikes midnight, the ball drops, and I'm from like 10 to 12 a.m. or whatever. And I can't. I'll be falling asleep at like 10:30. So this is why I'm live right now. Been working 60 hours a week and focusing on my family and the little free time I have. Absolutely. Praise God for that, man. You're a good family man. I need to take notes, man. Can you make like a video course or something that I can take to learn how to be like you when it comes to being a dad and a husband? Appreciate it. Dude, revert here. Bro, they didn't tell me the first was a holy day of obligation. So much for wine tonight. Bro, what do you mean so much for wine tonight? The solemnity is a perfect time to celebrate and to feast and to have wine. What do you mean? I'm not following you. Where did you get the boy? By being married and engaging in the marital act? What? No, I bought them off the shelf at Kids R Us because I don't think they're actually doing anything of any worth. Nobody's brought any closer to Christ, quite the contrary. Yeah, we got to be very careful on how we interact. Reading the Summa Theologica is a great way to sleep. Hey, shh. It depends on what part of the Summa, actually. Pray for Ron. He had surgery yesterday. Oh, did he really? Absolutely. Will do. I'm kidding. I'm having some wine. Just less. St. James the Less. God first, family second. Dude. Happy New Year, boy. I can't read that, man. I'm too much of a prude. I'm too much of a goody two-shoe. You know what? I'm a virtue signaler. I tone police, guys. That's all I do. So I can't read that. But that's funny. Does anyone know any strong apologetics supporting the notion that when Scripture refers to the brothers of Christ, it's his cousins? I mean, appealing to the Greek, Adelphi, right? And then reading Genesis, where Lot is called Abraham's, or Noah. I'm getting all mixed up. Where he's called his brother, but he's really his cousin or his uncle. I don't know. It's New Year's. I can't think. But yeah, dude, honestly, you can. Yeah. The problem is if you do your homework on the Synoptic Gospels, right, and the women at the foot of the cross, if you do like Mary wife of Cleopas, right, and that's the parents of James, Jesus's brother. Well, how does that work? Because that's not Mary, our mother, Jesus's mother. That's a different Mary. So if you just connect the dots with the synoptics. Yeah, yeah. My bad. Arena. Yeah, the Greek language. As long as you have peace in what you keep doing. Not in scripture, just study the language, Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek. They will challenge Adelphi and say you're being disingenuous when you use Adelphos to show that Adelphi can mean kinsman or cousin. Yeah, well, you just got to slap them around a little bit. So another good clue is that Jesus gave Mary to John. Believe it or not, Protestants will scoff at that and downplay that. But believe it or not, that is absolutely 100% the best evidence that Mary was a virgin and remained a virgin, didn't have other children. Absolutely 100%. If you look at the culture, the Semitic culture at that time, it would be unthinkable for Christ himself hanging on the cross to give his mother to someone other than his blood brothers and sisters or whatever. A list. I have a shot to make. Nice. Yes. Your bro, are you sober? Your lexical circumspection is both laudable and paradigmatic, my boy. Okay, nice. Typo. FML, bro, you got to clean up your language. I'm just kidding. As long as you're, taking care of your family. Mary, the mother of Jesus, went home with John at that hour. How can Mary Magdalena and Mary, the mother of Jesus, Joseph and James, be at Jesus' tomb until sundown? So it can't be Mary, mother of Jesus. Yes, good job. Don't like until argument because that means a woman gave birth in Sheol. That's pretty good, Pendragon. That's pretty good. Oh, I don't know why that's funny. Just quote John Calvin say, Helvidius was an idiot, St. Mary had kids. Yeah, and Luther for that matter. Hey, Daryl Bobcat, good to see you. Are you new? Thanks for all the content you have made. It was great reference for when my friends and family were lambasting me with questions during my conversion. Yeah, that'd be an interesting thing to talk about on a stream or just doing something. My wife and older 2 children are actually learning this in OCA right now. Awesome. Why would you be the worst? I love your content. Well, I'll tell you why. Honestly. And I understand it. I really do. It's not like I'm like, well, why? Well, I've called out, and not really by name. That's the thing. I haven't gone on a public live stream and pointed the finger at someone and called out anybody by name. I haven't. But I've exposed a lot of the baloney in the Catholic content creator world or the Catholic YouTube world. Like there are so many channels and apologists that are just engaging in deplorable, despicable stuff. You know what I mean? And I called it out. And I will keep calling it out. And all the stuff that's just wrong in our Catholic world. Again, now that sounds like, well, who am I to say that? Well, that's the thing. I'm not saying anyone by name. So am I the one to personally admonish anyone? No. I don't have authority over anyone on the Catholic YouTube world or whatever. That's why I don't say, hey, so-and-so did this, so-and-so did that. No. But I will absolutely be subtle, discreet, and cryptic about whom I'm alluding to. But usually they will know that I'm talking about them. And so what they do is they crash out and they engage in calumny and yeah. I mean, you pay the price for like calling that stuff out. They'll just come after you and come after you and come after you. So a lot of these people, not a lot, but enough, that like they can't stand me because I'll call out all their BS on a public live stream. And I'll call a spade a spade. I'll do it with charity and prudence, at least try to. And then yeah, bro, let's go. Money for the fireworks. My daughters are getting fireworks today. Let's do this. Faith of the First Order, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It means a lot. You're supporting my family. We will be able to eat tomorrow. Thank you. What about James White, though? Thank you. I do appreciate that super chat, man. Wait. Daryl Bobcat, what? I've watched your videos since late 2023. I think you're just getting confused with the timeline of my channel. I started in July of 2024, but give or take a month, right? Potato, potato, it's all good. What's your favorite Marion title? Mine's Our Lady of the Rosary. Well, J. Pendragon, Our Lady revealed as St. Bridget of Sweden that Our Lady's favorite title is Our Lady of the Rosary. Or is it Our Lady of the Most Holy Rosary? That's her favorite. So it's hard to beat that one. But our family has a pious devotion and affinity for Our Lady of Fatima. And then I have a personal devotion to Our Lady of Sorrows. But, dude, I love them all. I love them all. Video in the works, bro. Let's go, Echoes, my boy. Echoes, I'm here, man. I know you're a big boy. You're a big boy, but I support you, okay? I support you. And what you shared with me was, gosh, almost in a sense better than what I came up with. I think Echo should start his own YouTube channel. Do I have any mods in here? If I do have a mod, can we please, thank you. Thank you, Echoes. Appreciate that. Echoes. Man, Echoes, just doing work. I took care of it. Hola. Hey, muchas gracias. ¿Está bien? Echoes, ¿está bien? ¿Sí? La cucaracha ya no puedo caminar. Porque no tiene, porque no falta. Let's do it. Said hi? Who said hi? Buy some fireworks from our Knights of Columbus Council this summer and put some back for New Year's Eve. Oh, Terry. Bro, dude, is the Knights of Columbus a racket? Is it a Ponzi scheme? Just tell me straight up, man. You know what I mean? Are you trying to swindle me out of money? I know, I'm just kidding. It's a wonderful apostolate. I'm a 7th degree knight. You don't want to mess with me. Thank you for your videos. At this point, it's almost impossible to deny the Catholic faith, but it's still difficult to join for some of us. But I'm still my journey into it. Hey, thanks for sharing, Juan. Yeah, it's everyone's at their own pace. Okay. Try to maintain peace in your heart. Always pray. Have fidelity to your conscience. Listen to your conscience, right? Patience. Juan, we're here, that is all the people on the stream and we're here to accompany you, not to convince you, okay? So anything we can do to help you out, we'll help you out, okay? We're all in this together. Okay, chat, who's the most annoying Protestant? Oh, that'll be funny. It's a charity. Oh, sorry. My brother-in-law is a member of the Knights. All right. Happy New Year, all. Hey, RJ's in the house. We love RJ. Did I miss the stream? No, man, we're just chilling. Killing time. We call it fireworks for charity. Give it all of our profits away. Bro, you should give all your profits away right into my bank account. I'm just kidding. Am I, though? Dr. Doombot. Yeah, Juan, we're here for you, man. We're all in this together, We're Knights get a fancy hat at 4th degree. Well, I believe Terry here, Terrence Brennan, I'm pretty sure he's a 4th degree Knight. But I'm a 7th degree Knight, so there's that. You're watching the ball drop in Times Square? Get out of here. Dude, you got to go live or send us something. I don't know. I don't understand how multiple things are the most holy Eucharist, most holy Rosary. How can two things be the most holy? Pendragon's just lighten it up in the chat, right? Well, most holy in different degrees, right? Most holy in their specific contexts, right? Doesn't mean like just because, like for instance, most holy Rosary, most holy Eucharist doesn't mean that the Rosary is in some way holier or more significance or more important or anything like that. Um, but yeah, they can share titles and still have their due place or whatever. You know what I mean? My Buckeyes are getting beat, bro. The Ohio State, really, Terry? I'm a Minnesota Golden Gophers guy. Us Catholics are just very excited, and everything is just so much. Yeah, saintly repent. We love saintly repent. And if I remember, you're a female, right? I don't want to get that wrong again, because I think I called you a dude the other day, and it's like people calling me a lady. Okay, all right. Just want to make sure. Yep, we like the diversity, kids. Were you confirmed? I was confirmed 2014. I'm back. For 2026, I'm going to go to Mass as much as possible, even though I'm not Catholic yet. All right, Daxter. What a boy. Yep, just, go at your own pace, no pressure. Most Holy is like best golfer versus best baseball player. Yeah. My mom and dad both graduated from OSU. You mean the Ohio State University? What do you about Taylor Marshall? P.S. Comments on capital punishment? Or what do you think about Taylor Marshall? His comments on capital punishment. I don't honestly. I would presume, because I don't know. I would presume he's he's pro death penalty. Can you at least let me know? Otherwise, I don't really know that. Are you doing Exodus 90? No, I'm not. I'm not saying it's intrinsically wrong, the Exodus 90. So if it fits you and it makes you holier at the service of others, then do it. I think it's, again, this is just my opinion, so don't get mad at me. It's just my opinion. I think it's like almost spiritual lust. Like you're just wanting to become holy for the sake of becoming holy, which sounds kind of like, yeah, we want to become holy, but like if you're literally doing the Exodus 90 just to do it, right? Just to feel good about yourself, just to like, oh, I'm holier, but it's not ordered towards like saving souls or sacrificing for others or whatever, then I don't know. And you have to pay money for it. Like, bro, I'm going to pay money to take cold showers. Bro, I can take cold showers without having to pay money. And I know they have the, what is it? Weekly or monthly community gatherings or whatever, where they hold each other accountable, and it's fraternal, it's community building, whatever. But I was thinking about doing Exodus 90, but that was the one thing that I was like, okay, I can't do this because it's like I have a family. How am I supposed to get together with guys, every week? And I couldn't do it. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. So if you guys want to do Exodus 90, sorry, let me go back up. Yeah, I'm not doing Exodus 90. What's your favorite Bible verse? Oh gosh. What's that one that says, what's the one verse that says scripture is the only rule of faith? I can't remember that. Is that in the Gospel of Matthew? I'll get back to you that. St. Augustine's was Romans 5:5. I should know this. I don't know why I'm thinking about it. There's a part in 1 Corinthians 13, St. Paul's faith, hope, and love, the greatest of these is love, that whole spiel. But when he says, this is what I love about, if you read that whole passage, I think it's the first 13 verses. The part of the passage where he says, love believes all things, love hopes all things, love endures all things. That's probably my favorite verse in the entire Bible. Love endures all things, because I've gone through stuff that is unbearable. Seriously, I have. I absolutely have gone through things that it's unbearable. And the literal only thing that got me through was love. And really, love is the thermometer of, suffering is the thermometer of love. So whatever you endure in suffering is the gauge of like how much you are loving God or loving someone you want to like save their soul or whatever. But then it says love believes all things. Think about how paradoxical that is, guys, because he talks about the three theological virtues: faith, hope, and love, right? They're very distinct, okay? One is in the will, two is in the intellect, and two are going to fade, or not really fade, but transfigure. One into faith into sight, hope into possession, love remains. So love is the only theological virtue that remains, right? It does not pass away. But what does that mean? Love believes all things. And then it says love hopes all things. That to me is very like love is God isn't faith. God isn't hope. Okay? You know that, right? Let me say it one more time. God isn't faith. God isn't hope. God is love. Think about that. That's like God's essence. That's his being. Love. And so anyone who says faith alone, okay, again, regardless of the context and all this stuff, I can't. Really? You're going to tell me faith? The three virtues that remain are faith, hope, and love, and the greatest of these is faith alone. Yeah, not happening. I'm sorry, no. But that's my favorite passage for real. Yes, love lightens the burdens of sufferings. Yes. Anyone with children should know what true love is. Because it's emptying of oneself and giving oneself without getting anything in return. Because what do your kids give you in return? I mean, yeah, they give you delight and joy, whatever. But bro, they're not taking care of me. Selfish punks. Bunch of selfish. If daily mass is helpful but not practical long term, highly recommend the Liturgy of the Hours, particularly. So, okay. Yeah. Again, I think it depends on where you're at. It depends on your vocation, depends on your daily load. So when I was doing it, my spiritual director said, you're allowed to do morning and evening prayer. And I thought like, wow, that's pretty prudent, right? Because I have a wife, I have kids, I have a job, bro. I can't be just, and it's the Liturgy of the Hours is for it's for the universal church. Okay, it's a liturgical prayer for the entire church, right? But clergy and religious, they're the ones that are bound to pray it, not us. So if you want to pray the entire divine office, there's nothing wrong with that, but just make sure it's not interfering with your vocation. But yeah, Liturgy of the Hours is based because you get to read the Psalms every day. And that was my favorite part because I love the Psalms. Loving your child. So I kind of feel like that's a gift we get from God so that we have to have the mechanics to understand the form of love he has for us. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. You're allowed to do all of it. You're just not required to, right? Deacons are required morning and evening. Priests and bishops required to do the whole divine office. I'm not going to lie. Why are they only required morning and evening? Because they're permanent deacons, right? I mean, I think we're talking about permanent deacons. And not every permanent deacon is married, but most permanent deacons are married and have kids and have a full-time job. You know what I mean? Because deacons are ordained. They're clergy. That's just my take on it, though. Isaiah 9:6, yeah. Yeah, because they're slackers. Synonym for deacons is not priest. But remember, a priest is a deacon as well. I know a lot of priests, they'll celebrate their ordination to the diaconate, and they'll always be cognizant of because, the diaconate is to serve and be part of Christ's ministry of evangelizing and So the priest always keeps that with him, and likewise with the bishop. Dude, Buckmeister. Is that St. Thomas Aquinas in your picture? All right, what else, guys? What should we talk about? Where'd the guy go that was asking about Dr. Taylor Marshall? Where'd he go? Did he just come in here, drop a question, and then take off? Like, come on, bro. I'm very tired. Trust me, I'm not going to be on for a very long time. So I appreciate your concern. Yeah, it was painful, my dad being a deacon when I was growing up. Personally, I do not think priests or deacons should get married. Ooh, you should elaborate on that a little more if you're comfortable with, you know, telling us about that. Because what was it about your dad being a deacon that made it painful? I mean, I obviously can, surmise and guess, but you know what I'm saying? Ooh, any New Year goals or resolutions? Oh gosh, where do I begin? Oh gosh. Well, with my YouTube channel, I think I'm not gonna just pump out like low quality videos. Like I didn't think they were low quality, but gosh, I've been making videos and just nothing. It's just no one watches them. So, and I will take a little bit of responsibility and just be like, well, maybe I should think more about like what people want to see and put more time and effort into the videos that I make. You know what I mean? And not just pump videos out. Um, I'll probably be more attentive towards my members and patrons. So guys, if you're not a member, patron, but yeah, I think trying to be more patient with my family, like my wife and my kids, for sure, for sure. Um, gosh, yeah, I don't know. What are you guys doing? Okay, so exercise, at least going for a walk is mine. Yes, exercise is so important, guys. So Anne, this is what I always say. Because a lot of us, I don't know, some of us might have arthritis, some of us might be overweight, some of us might have, whatever. And it's hard to exercise, and I get that. My whole thing is everybody should be able to walk. And if you can't do rigorous exercise, right? I get it. Fine, whatever. Every day, walk. If you can walk 2 miles, great. 1 mile, great. Half a mile, great. Walk every day at the bare minimum. It's just imperative. People want drama. Some of my coworkers are deacons for their Pentecostal Unitarian Church. Interesting. Paul recommends celibacy. Absolutely. I would become a priest in a heartbeat if I wasn't married. Are you Eastern Rite? I was called too late. Are you Eastern? I'm guessing you're Latin, right? So I haven't been a nun since I was in Catholic school. Oh, seen a nun. I'm so sorry. I'm like, wow, you haven't been a nun since you. I haven't seen a nun since I was in Catholic school, and since rejoining the Catholic Church, I've met deacons for the first time the scene has changed. Yes. Holy cow. So was it Vatican II and the reforms? Is that when like the religious and the clergy kind of, obviously we lost a lot of vocations. And then where is this paradigm shift going from, like religious teaching in the schools to laity? And not only laity, but non-Catholics. And again, I'm not, whatever, that's fine. I'm not going to get into that. But crazy. One of the schools that I worked at in Minnesota, it was a Catholic school. It was run by Dominican Sisters of Nashville. So they're third order active religious sisters. So the principal was Sister Maria Vana. She was a Dominican sister. And then they had like 3 or 4 other Dominican sisters teaching. And then laity. So, that was great. But you don't like, I'm in Wichita right now, dude. You don't see religious, dude. There aren't even really religious in Wichita. Okay, there are a few orders and convents, but we don't have male religious here. I think we have one religious priest in the whole diocese, and it's a pretty big diocese, you know. Wow, Buckmeister, thanks. That means a lot to me. Wow, that's such a nice compliment. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you saying that. That means it means a lot to me because you know I take I take the faith insanely seriously. And I know any apologist or any YouTuber or whatever, anyone can say that, right? But I really mean that. What's important to me is not just, like catechizing people or edifying people or getting people to watch me or, learning something or that's all good. Don't get me wrong. But the most important thing that I really strive to do, again, I know I'm not the best. There are people better than me, is I try to like St. John Paul II in his Veritatis Splendor, Splendor of Truth. He would always talk, when he's going through his uh, exegesis on Matthew, and he would always note that what faith faith needs a life of holiness. So it kind of goes back to like faith alone, and what good is that? And he would always reiterate like how good doctrine is and how good our faith is and but the life of holiness, you cannot separate that from your faith. So I mean, when you have a lot of these guys, and again, I'm not trying to point fingers and judge them, whatever, they're struggling, but when you have a lot of these guys online on YouTube, they're making videos and stuff, and they're super smart, and in a sense that they're doing good work and stuff, but and then the hubris and the cussing and the misogyny and the anti I mean, I could go on and on and on and on, and the gossip and the drama and the blah 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 blah. You can't have that. You just can't. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to finger wag. I'm not trying to tone police. Bro, you can't do that online in public. That's the only thing. Just go offline and do it with your family. But I really appreciate that, man. That made my night. That really made my night. Appreciate that. Yes. Big Stack in the house. What up, Big Stack? I don't see different in your teachings than what the CLF guys believe. They believe in evangelists like you do. God bless you. Happy New Year, young. That means everything to me, my boy. Gosh, you guys are too kind. Are you all tipsy? Is that why you're being so nice and kind? Y'all had a little too much champagne or what? Whatnot? Appreciate that, Big Stack. When I first converted to Catholicism, I fell in love with Vatican II. When I emerged from the rabbit hole a year later, I realized it's gross. Wait, wait, wait. What's gross? The rabbit hole or what? Can't walk straight. Truth, I don't drink. I don't drink either. I haven't drank in a decade, and I don't regret it once. And that doesn't mean that drinking's bad. Nothing wrong with it. Nah. I drank enough for 2 lifetimes. I'm good. I'm done. I'll save my money and the hangovers. James White is possessed, right? I don't think he is. My old youth pastor's from Wichita. Let's go, buddy. James White is okay. Blessings, smooth scabs. Yep. Dude, Big Stack's the man. He's everywhere. I love it. James White is the world's greatest Catholic evangelist. Yes, Catholic Christian. Any plans to travel this year? Any countries you want to visit? Well, I have kids. I mean, I have kids. I have another one coming in February. It's super hard to travel, let alone out of the country. But in the summer, I hope we can, even with the newborn, I hope we can get out to at least Minnesota, California. So Minnesota is where my family's from, and California hers. So yeah, what about you? Don't say anti-Semitism. All right. What are you triggered or what? What's going on there? Is that taboo? Wait, am I getting tone police? That's funny. Intelligence must be tempered through patience and compassion. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we love Big Stack. Can't walk straight. We should get you on Catholic Answers. Yeah, I don't know. I don't deserve that. Blessings, all thanks. You too. You reminded me I should drink. Well, drink up. Just don't get drunk. The church didn't need reforming. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Just don't go outside. 35 years. Any plans to travel? I barely drink. Dude, Steven, thank you. My boy Steven, he's been with me forever. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Happy New Year to you. Hopefully it's nice and toasty out and where you're at. I know where you're at. I won't dox you, but dude, it got up to 60 degrees here in Kansas. That's crazy for December 31st. God bless Eric. May the love of Sacred Heart of Jesus be with you and all in chat now and forever. Amen, Batman. Thank you so much for those kind words. Shout out to who? Come visit Canada. Oh boy. I've been to Canada a few times. You know, I'm not going to lie, Toronto's pretty dope. Winnipeg? Yeah, I'd rather be 6 feet under than go back to Winnipeg. I'm not going to lie. So if you guys really want to know why Vatican II, I mean, I'm just saying, if you want to try to understand it, you have to read Gaudium et Spes. I mean, it's literally a 36-page constitution of why Vatican II is being convened and what they're doing. And Alberta, yeah. Yeah, I'm confused. It's pouring snow here. Believer, where are you if you don't mind doxing yourself? You can be general. Latin wasn't even used by the apostles or the apostolic fathers and was used more for the mass when Pope Gregory the Great was pope. Yeah. Well, if you also read Sacrosanctum Concilium, okay, because what Vatican II was doing, see, a lot of people think it was getting away from liturgical, orthodoxy and tradition and all that stuff. Actually, what it was doing, it was trying to go back to the roots before, well, at least before the Tridentine reform and then Pope Gregory the First. So, yeah, but you should really read Gaudium et Spes. I mean, guys, you got to read them. You just, 36 pages, it won't take you that long. And then, when people come at you with all these Vatican II conspiracies, you'll be more equipped. Bro, what? Echoes, what? 50 in South Florida? Bro, that's so cold in Florida. It's 60 in Wichita. That's crazy. That's crazy. What about Calgary? I'd go to Calgary. Calgary Flames. Let's go. Napa wine tasting with what, dude? Echoes. I think I seriously think Echoes is drinking. What's going on? Chicago. I got a love-hate relationship with Chicago. I'm not gonna lie. What's your point? Haha. What? Pittsburgh. I don't mind, dude. Bro, the Believer, right? I love Pittsburgh. I love everything about Pittsburgh. Everything about it. I'll tell you a little story. So my wife and I, we weren't married at the time. Probably shouldn't have been doing this. It wasn't the most prudent thing. Whatever. We decided, hey, let's go on a road trip to Maine, the state of Maine, East Coast, Northeast. So we're driving through Pennsylvania, and then we hit Pittsburgh, and we go in this tunnel, right? And you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you're like, oh, cool, and as soon as I forget what the highway was, but as soon as you come out of the tunnel, boom, the most beautiful landscape of the city of Pittsburgh. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. And then we hung out in Pittsburgh. We went to a church. They had a huge reliquary of relics, and I forget the church, which was based. What else did we do in Pittsburgh? I absolutely loved Pittsburgh. Just loved it. Oh my gosh, I love Pittsburgh. Just a great city, dude. It's like, for real. I'm sorry. And then we went to Philadelphia because we're going to Maine, dude. Philadelphia. I'm sorry if anyone in here is from Philadelphia. I think How to Be Christian Ferris is in Philadelphia, so we love Ferris. So, but dude, Philadelphia is seriously, it's a landfill. It's just garbage is everywhere. It's just a dirty town. Sorry. Let's be positive. Let's not be negative. Oh, minus 13? Daxter, it was minus 13. RJ, you live in Toronto? Dude, I found an underground bar in Toronto. I could tell you stories. Central Coast of California, weather's a blessing here. Pretty woke though. Yeah, so California is my favorite state, hands down. Dude, the 101 Pacific Coast Highway going up from San Diego to San Francisco. Dude, my gosh. But yeah, pretty woke is right. You went to the Squirrel Hill Tunnels and the Church of St. Paul's Cathedral. It's probably St. Paul's Cathedral. I just don't. You know what? No, I don't think it was a cathedral. Was it a cathedral? I would have remembered if it was a cathedral. Pretty sure it wasn't. I want to say it was like St. Anthony of Padua's or something, but I don't know. They acted so disrespectful to him. He also accepted that the Father poured the wrath on the Son of Sin. What are you guys talking about? PSA? 45 minutes away. Never talk about the Santa incident in Philly. What? What is that? The Santa incident? Is How to Be Christian involved in that? I live on the central coast of New Jersey for now, moving in February, and it is freezing here with the Atlantic wind. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I don't mean to like make you feel worse, but that just doesn't. Sorry. Well, hopefully you're moving to a better location or whatever. But ever been to the Basilica of St. Louis? Yes, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love St. Louis. I just love everything about St. Louis. Speaking of St. Louis, where is Eric Castelli? He better get in here, or I'm gonna get mad. Have you been, let's see, north of Santa Maria, south of San Luis Obispo? Interesting. What is that behind you? I don't know. 2 doors and a bookcase. Yes, I have been to Utah. It's beautiful. It's absolutely, Utah's one of the most beautiful states. I'd say top. I haven't been to Alaska, so let's just get, but easily top 3. Not easily. Do not come to Florida, Weir Pack. I've been to Florida many, many, many times. And I have a love-hate relationship with Florida too. A lot of good things, a lot of like, what? One day, a bunch of people decided to beat up a guy dressed in a Santa costume in Philly. I'm not laughing. I'm not. That wasn't a laugh. Man, okay, that's sad. I wonder if this Santa dude was he in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I mean? Like, was it late? He was in the ghetto. I don't know. To be honest, I don't leave the house anymore. Hey, I feel you, man. St. Louis to me is how you describe Philly. Really? I think maybe it just depends on what part of these cities we're talking about. Because here. So Philly, did I survey the entire, geographical area? No. And likewise with St. Louis. So, I mean, I guess it goes both ways. I took my daughter to some parish in Morton Grove, Illinois for a church field trip that had 4,000 relics. Oh my good gravy. That's a lot. They had St. Peter's leg. What? St. Mark's arm? St. Peter's leg? Are you really? Wow. Can you imagine that? Maybe it's my eyes, my bad. Or it's the LSD you dropped a few minutes ago. I love Siesta Key in Florida. Oh, I've been to Siesta Key. I've been to Sarasota. So the Gulf Coast, right? The Gulf Coast. Mwah, so good, right? So good. Temperature of the water, the sandy beaches, all that stuff. However, on the Atlantic coast side or whatever, on the Atlantic side, Daytona Beach was trash. I'm sorry, I didn't like it. Miami, I loved Miami. I loved everything about Miami Beach. I know it sounds bad, but I did. I just loved it. Panama City, I've been there. Panama City Beach, kind of touristy, spring breakish. Tampa Bay, what? Tampa Bay? People go there? I don't know. I don't get it. But we should do an Alaskan cruise. Absolutely. Are you buying? I'm kidding. Yeah. Agreed. Very sad since there's a recent phenomenon, in my opinion. Oh, that dude, bro. Did I not say where's Eric Costelli? And he just appeared. Eric, were you listening? Were you lurking, bro? Yeah, East St. Louis is rough, son. You gotta stay away. I pray for y'all and other cities not getting funding. I think the crime is too much. Yeah. Yeah, you should, Ann. Go to your Catholic Answers conference. It's great. The best part about the Catholic Answer, the best part isn't necessarily like the speakers. Don't get me wrong, that's great. The speakers and everything that's included. It's just literally hanging out with people, like friends and colleagues and other apologists, and just hanging out at the hotel, going to have lunch, all that stuff. It's just, that was fun. Yeah, I like the stream, bros. If you had to move to one of these 3 cities, which would you choose? Flint, Detroit. Oh, man. I think I know exactly what I would choose. So you got Flint, Detroit. See, we call Detroit Detroit or Philly. I've never been to Flint, but I don't want to go to Flint. I'm never going to move there. Now, I think Detroit gets kind of a bad rap. I've been to Detroit, and yes, they have the condemned housing and the gentrification and, the stigma and the casino downtown and blah, 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 blah. But I went to Detroit and I stayed with my wife and some guy that hosted us, and he knew what to do and where to go. And he made Detroit seem like it was an actual pretty cool city. And so I kind of have a soft spot for Detroit. I know that sounds weird. I still call it Detroit. But, and then, yeah, Philly, ugh. That's tough, man. I'm going Detroit. I'm sorry. Ugh. St. Nicholas tomb, yeah. I know they found St. Peter's tomb, so I guess they would have found his leg. Are you pulling my leg? No joke, they had Peter's tibula, I think. I got to see the right thumb of St. Luke. Same thumb that bro, that's awesome. Oh, that is breathtaking. Siesta Key is near Tampa. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought Siesta Key was south of Tampa quite a bit. I could be wrong. Dude, Daryl Bobcat became a member. Yes, we love you, Daryl. We're going to make your membership worthwhile. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for coming on the stream. Miami, run into the Bay Harbor Butcher. Dude, Dexter season 2, Bay Harbor Butcher, right? That was my favorite season. The best seasons of Dexter, 1, 2, and 4. I think 6 through 7 or 5 through 7 were hot garbage, but 1, 2, and 4, dude. Oh my gosh, so good. You lurked late. Hey, late, early, as long as you're lurking. I want to nerd out with Trent Horn. So when I was at the Catholic Answers conference, he was obviously pretty busy. You know what I mean? He's kind of like a celebrity there, in a sense. But I do remember there was one night he just like appeared and he just hung out with some of us, just like we were all just friends and we were all just regular dudes. And it was so cool because he was just like, I don't know. To me, that guy is like, he has an aura. He has a halo. I know it sounds weird, but he has a presence about him. You know, people when they just have a presence and they give off a vibe, like a good one, that's Trent Horn. At least to me. And so, yeah, he would nerd out with you But he is pretty busy, so he's like running around and doing stuff. But you got to catch him when he's, um, uh, over those three cities, I choose purgatory. Yeah, I choose death as well. Jimmy called me to say he wouldn't make the CA conference. The one 3 months ago or the one next year? When are you going to make an apology video for unsolicited? I can't, bro. Can someone help me? How do you say that word? Unsolicitedly. I don't think I've ever said that word in my life. Unsolicitedly calling me a gem. What? What video was that? When did I call you a gem? You are a gem. What do you mean? You're right. It's actually right by Sarasota, but Tampa's about an hour from it. Yeah, it sounds about right. Never spoke to anyone else. Wow, really? Are you tight with Jimmy Akin? Daxter with an A. Orlando is 2 hours south of Siesta. Huh? Orlando's mainland. It's inland rather. And Siesta Key is on the coast. I'm so confused. Buckmaster, that's amazing to see. Go to Mass tomorrow, everyone. It's a holy day of No, it's a holy day of opportunity. But yes, faithful, thank you. I quit watching when he flew to France to kill his ex-girlfriend. So unrealistic. Yeah. Dude, that show went down the tubes, not gonna lie. My friend goes to Trent Horns Parish. Oh, really? In the Dallas area? That's pretty cool. I'm a person from Poland, a distant land for you. I believe that a Christian proves himself through his actions. Protestantism is a false theory. Super Mario, thank you for joining us from Poland. That's funny. It's just funny how you go from I'm from Poland. I believe that a Christian proves himself by his actions, and then Protestantism is a false theory. I just like the sequence there. It's good. He's got just a good heart, and he wants to bring people to our Lord. Not all Catholic contact folks are like that. In fact, some Catholic content creators literally just say nothing positive about it. Are you talking about Trent? Because yes, absolutely. Eric doubles down on his friendly comments. Shame for shame. I love doubling down. Dude, you always double down on an 11 when you play blackjack. I enjoyed hanging out with Adrian Lawson at the CA conference. Dude, that guy is, yeah, he's okay. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna do a little man crush here, okay? So Adrian sips with Sarah. Out of all the people that I know, and I've met, I think everybody, at least virtually or in real person, like out of all the Catholic content creators, all the YouTubers, all of them. And I'm just saying, because it's me, it's my personality, but the one that has it all, right? Because you'll get a really nice content creator who's really humble and kind, all that stuff. But then it's like they don't really have a sense of humor. Or you get one that like just talks too much, but it's still nice, good sense of, whatever. You get the idea. To me, Adrian is like the one person I could just chill with and hang out with and talk with and have fun and laugh and pray and like everything, like the whole 9 yards. He's just, what's the word I'm looking for? But he's just, you know what I mean? He's got all of it. And I could just hang out with that dude forever. I love that dude. Hopefully he comes up here and talks smack with us. What else? Yeah. Someday I got to guest on your channel and talk about Catholic culture in the Caribbean. Absolutely. Yes. Please do. 2 hours away, but just consider all Florida close to the coast. Haha. You're right in a sense, because it's a narrow peninsula. I swear the church that plays Dexter's sister might actually be a man. The church? Oh, bro, I'm like, what? So yeah, the chick that plays Daxter, but yes. Or no, it is Dexter, not Daxter. Oh my gosh, thank you for correcting me. It's Dexter. Yes, thank you. I swear the girl that plays Dexter's sister might actually be a man. You kind of have a point. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to lie later, but I'm not going to lie now. Just kidding. Don't lie. Unless you are against an ace. I won fantasy. Awesome. Let's celebrate. I remember the first stream I watched of Adrian mainly because while it was on, a lady backed into my car. What? Eh, well, that's a good memory. Oh, oh man. Hopefully it wasn't messy. He's the complete package. Kind of. I don't know if I'd use those words. That just sounds weird. I don't know if I like saying package. It's just kind of weird to me. But yeah, he's dope. Have you met him, Eric? Is my name twisting your tongue? It is. Well-rounded. Yes. There you go. Well-rounded. Yep. He's yeah. Here's the thing. Guys, you don't really you know me, but you really don't know me. And my humor is a little different off camera. It's not like crude or anything, but it's just it's really silly and dumb and just, you know what I mean? Just in a good way. And like a lot of our content creators, they're obviously like whatever, more mature, more, they don't act like that. So it's fun to just be laid back and be goofy. My humor lands me in confession. Yeah, join the club. Never met him in person. A well-rounded pack. Oh, dude, you just oh gosh. If I could super chat you, I would. That's so bad, but funny. Oh my dude. I don't take myself too seriously, hopefully. Yeah, but just be who you are. That's my thing. Just be you. Don't try to be somebody else. God made you unrepeatable. Unrepeatable. There'll never be anyone like you. Just live up to that, and it's all good. Protestantism is a theory of convenience. I don't have to do anything but declare my faith. I consider this a wrong path, but everyone is entitled to make mistakes. Yeah. In a sense, yeah. I'll tell you my personal experience as a Protestant. It was very quote unquote convenient for me because I convinced myself that as long as I have faith, then everything else is like game on, as far as living a life of licentiousness and everything like that. So, see ya, Eric. Yeah, so it was very convenient in that sense. Yeah. Just a warning. I'll probably go in like 7 minutes. Not that you guys care, but probably in about 7 minutes. I didn't get good sleep last night. I've already streamed once, and I just wanted to hop on and say hello. Hello, Happy New Year. So, kind of getting into the last call for alcohol territory here. Yeah, we love Eric Costelli. He's a good dude. Dude, I just got a thing on my Google email thing. P. Diddy just unlisted his mansion from the market. You can do that from prison? Or you have your attorneys do that? How does that work? What you into Catholicism was the saints. Amen. Well, I'll tell you this, RJ. I mean, there are saints. There are people in heaven, obviously, that weren't Catholic. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't care. People can argue with me. At least not in the formal sense, in the explicit formal sense, okay? All right. And so yeah, I mean, in a sense, really, again, I don't want to sound, because RJ, I know you're not Catholic yet, and I don't want to sound triumphalistic or like other churches are garbage or whatever. But I mean, if anyone is in heaven, it's because of the Catholic Church, even if they weren't formally explicit members of the Catholic Church. So really, the Catholic Church what does the Catholic Church do? She makes saints. She produces saints. You know what I mean? That's what she does. And so for you to say like, oh, the saints drew me. Yes, that absolutely. That's wonderful, because we have saints like that are in communion with us right now. It's weird to think about in a sense, but I know the Eastern Orthodox, they have their saints, and that's great. Protestantism, I don't see that as much. And with all due respect, I don't see Protestantism like quote unquote making saints because, yeah, I don't want to get into that. It sounds kind of bad, but um, hold on here. Who is your patron saint? Thomas Aquinas is mine because in a theology, Mariology, soteriology, and Christology nerd. Yeah, that's awesome. And that's why you got your avatar. Mine is St. Augustine. Mine is St. Augustine. I love St. Augustine for many reasons. You know how many times St. Thomas Aquinas quoted St. Augustine in his Summa? Don't Google it. Why did DoorDash Thomas start attacking you? Didn't you used to stream together? Oh gosh. Well, there was a whole private stream on that today. Not on him, but just yeah. It's a really long story. It really is. Yeah, I don't know. I have 4 minutes left. I don't know. I think that might be you're gonna have to super chat or become a member for that one. I'm just so. Did you pray the rosary before converting? Yes. So that's a really good question, Daryl. This to me is going to be the most. This is going to sound really strange, I guess. So, once I started really researching and looking into Catholicism, I just somehow, I can't even remember. Nobody told me about it. No one showed me how to do it. None of that. Actually, I just remembered. I'm not kidding. Wow, what a grace. I was researching Catholicism and I got an app. You know how they have the apps, Catholic apps? So like Laudate, obviously Hallow, whatever. There's a whole bunch of them. I Pieta. And I think it was Laudate. And I'm researching Catholicism, whatever. Well, I think I come across like the rosary in this app on my phone. I'm like, okay. So I check it out and I play it and it's like, and I prayed it. I prayed a whole rosary and I've never not prayed the rosary. So for like almost 12 years, and I'm not bragging, like, dude, there's people that have been praying 4 rosaries a day for 70 years, whatever. But yeah, I've never stopped praying. I've prayed a rosary every day for 12 years, 11 and a half, whatever. But the thing is nobody's like, hey, this is how you do it. Or, oh, you should pray the rosary. Not even really on like the stuff that I was researching and listening to. So it was almost like, oh, shoot, my phone's going to die. Oh my gosh. Dude, my phone's going to die. You punks. Hold on just a second. Son of a gun. Hold on. Okay. Hold on a second. Shh. All right, I do have to go in a little bit, but what I was saying is, sorry, I'm live. I'll be done in a couple minutes. What I was saying is, yeah, it was like, it was transcendent and very mystical because, it wasn't, I don't know, chronological. It wasn't like I took these certain steps. It was just really weird. So yeah, I started praying it. So, but the point, what I'm trying to say is I'm out of breath here. I really think that's what, because the intellect and the mind, you can fill it with all these facts and doctrines and theology and all that stuff, right? But for me, what converted me was Our Lady. And who brought me into the church? It was Our Lady. And so I've been consecrated to Our Lady. I wear the scapular, I pray the rosary. I'm out of breath, bro. So yes, dude, I absolutely prayed it before. And here's the thing, if you're a Protestant, don't feel this is what I don't understand. I know there are some Protestants, like some Lutherans over in Europe that pray a Lutheran rosary or whatever, because there are very Orthodox Protestants that have, they believe in Mary's perpetual virginity, et cetera, and they have a pious devotion to Our Lady like Martin Luther did. And so they'll pray a rosary. So it's like, and I say to my Protestant friends, praying the rosary, what you think you're going to jeopardize your salvation and your faith? You think our blessed Lord Jesus Christ is going to become indignant at you because you prayed the rosary? Like, you know what I mean? That's what I never understood. Okay, I should probably get going pretty soon, but what did you guys say? And then we'll probably go. Oh, okay, believer, you don't have to pray the rosary, okay? I know there are a few people around in the Catholic milieu, and it almost sounds like you have to pray. Like they're promoting the rosary, they're spreading the devotion, and I appreciate it. You don't have to pray it. Like where is it a part of the precepts of the church that you have to pray a specific devotion? I'll pray it till I die, but that's my choice. So don't feel compelled to pray something because it's not for everybody. Oh, bro, How to Be Christian just came on. What's up, man? Uh, Hopefully you didn't hear us ripping on the city of Philadelphia, but Happy New Year, Ferris. Appreciate you coming on here. Be nice, Buckmaster. Oh, you have heart failure. Oh, my bad, dude. Sorry. Yeah, losing your mom gave me a whole new respect for Mary. Amen. Yeah, Happy New Year. Is the title true? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's true. But it's just some random dude on Twitter. It's not really that big of a deal. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks for subbing, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, come back. Come back to the live streams and we're here. We're all in this together, so it was nice chatting with you. I'm not a convert, but if I will say Saint Padre Pio, Saint Andrew Babola, and of course Mama Mary left seeds for me. Amen. I do feel compelled as I'm not doing something I need to. I pray about it. Be patient with yourself, I think, and get to know yourself. Like, is this the type of devotion that you're called to? Because you should have a Marian devotion. I think we're called to that. It doesn't have to be the rosary, but it should be something. Maybe the litany or, Our Lady of Sorrows or something. But some people just, they can't pray a whole rosary, and there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, I think I misunderstood what you just said. Go Birds, dude. Dirty Birds. Bro, Ferris, Dirty Birds, really? Man. I'm pretty sure, Ferris, I don't know if you're still here. I'm pretty sure that all the fans in the NFL, like all the fans, they were evaluated and assessed. And I don't know what the criteria were, but who are the worst NFL fans in the NFL? And I'm pretty sure Philly took the cake. Yes, that is Redeem Zoomer's heretical fan. I stole it from him. Dude, he doesn't even know how to use his ceiling fan properly. Redeem Zoomer. That'd be funny if he came on. I only pray the rosary when everyone does it. Nothing wrong with that. I'm re-engaging all your content. You're beast, dude. Yeah, well, here's the thing, though. It's funny when people say that to me because I think that there are people extremely better than I am. And I think just what it comes down to is personality and what's suitable for people. Like, oh, I like this guy's style, or I like how this guy makes his videos, or the way he talks, the way he does this or does that. You know what I mean? So we're all in it together, and we're all just trying to, populate the kingdom of God. But I appreciate that. We are the worst fans of the worst content. Dude, Dr. Doombot. Someone give Dr. Doombot a free membership, please. We're getting close to the new year. Time to turn up. Yeah. Yeah, but you were called for this. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I mean, I hope I don't scandalize people. I like to pray the rosary when I exercise. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Go Bears. Dude, are you serious? Didn't you guys win the division? Night Pendragon. Fire Aiden. Man, you caught the stream when we're gonna end it. Get downstairs. All right, seriously though, this is the last call for alcohol. What's going on? I gotta go. Anything else for real? Like, give your hosannas. I'm gonna get off the phone. Anything else? Appreciate you guys. Thank you for the super chats. Echoes, I don't know if you're still in here or if you're passed out. Passed out in the bathroom. Sorry. Echoes is passed out in his bathroom. He drank too much champagne. Confessions or City of God? I've read both, but the abridged version of City of God, so I can't really. But dude, I'm pretty sure it's an objective assessment that his Confessions is. I mean, you could almost make an argument that's the best book ever written, besides the Bible. Skibbity dude. The Gravemind, aren't you that heavy metal dude? Where have you been? It's been a hot minute. Guys, make sure also, if you like live streams, like this one's, dude, we're just chilling, but you got to make sure your bell, so like you go to my YouTube page, where it says subscribe and you hit that bell, you got to make sure all is selected so you guys can get notified of all the live streams. Because a lot of you guys I don't see in my live streams. That heavy metal dude. All right, last thing, and then I gotta go. Gravemind, give me your best 3 bands, your heavy metal bands. And don't give me this like death metal crap from, the last 10, 15 years. Give me some good stuff. You too, RJ. Our ladder will be greater than our former, yes. Especially when you're climbing a ladder. Dude, I think Echoes he's passed out. He's so passed out, it's not even funny. Someone check on Echoes. Metallica, Ozzy Osbourne, and Black. Oh, I thought we had... Dude, yeah, I've asked you this before because I remember you saying that. Some people would say that Metallica's not even heavy metal. All right, guys. I'm out. Happy New Year. Be safe. I don't know what you guys are doing. And, yeah, let's get at it. I don't know, maybe Friday or something. Metallica sucks. All right, guys. Thanks for coming up. And Steven, thank you for your super chat. And who was the other guy that super chatted me? Son of a gun. At the very beginning. Do you guys remember? Hold on. Yep, I'm not going to be able to pull it up. Well, thank you. Yeah, Steven Echoes in the... Oh, my gosh, I feel bad. Who was that? Buckmeister, dude, you need to go to bed. You need to turn in, bro. Dude, you're grounded. You are so grounded, man. Gosh. All right, guys. It's so hard to get off these streams because I just love you guys so much. But for real, Happy New Year's and be safe. And yeah, keep praying for each other. Praise be Jesus and Mary, guys. God bless you.